Okay, so I hope you're enjoying the Advent Challenge so far. We've made it for another week. It's Saturday, and we're going to go for a nice little stretch. So we're going to ease down some of the muscles. Might be a little bit stiff from some of these quite intense workouts. So we're going to nice ease down, stretch out the muscles, have a nice relax, and yeah, enjoy. So we're going to start off onto our back. And with our right side first, we're going to bring the leg up, cross, up, and down. We're going to go for 6 of these, and then we'll swap to the left side after. Nice. This is going to really stretch out through the hip, get a little bit of mobility through there. So then from there, let's swap to the left leg. Exactly the same motion: up, cross, up, and down. Now let's go 5 more for these. Nice, and then from there, we're going to bend our legs up. We're going to have our arms out to the side. And we're going to rotate the hips side to side, nice and slow and in control. Again, opening up through the hip, a little bit of stretch through the back as well. I'm going to go for about 15 or so seconds through here. And then we're going to have a slightly more advanced stretch here. Legs are going to go to 90 degrees. We're going to rotate the hips side to side, a little pause on each side. And it's going to engage the core a little bit more, as well as working hip and back again. From there, we're going to bring both knees into our chest, into a ball. We're going to hold that position for 10. And again, that's going to get into the back. Stay nice and loose. A lot of exercises we've done over the week have been core ones, so the back might be a little bit stiff. So we want to keep that nice and stretched out. Perfect. From there, we're going to turn onto our front. And we're going to go into a cobra to child's pose. We're going to do 3 of each with 8-second holds on each. So into our cobra to begin with. Roll the shoulders back and look up. And we'll really get into that lower back here. So shoulders back, look up. If you really want to work more with stretch, we can curl our feet up there. We're going to hold for 8 seconds. And then push back into our child's pose. So the hips go back, extend the arms forward. I'm going to go 2 more of each of these. So back into our cobra. And child's pose again. Final one of each. Last child's pose. From there, we're going to stay on all fours. We can continue a stretch through the back and a little bit through the hip. We're going to thread the needle with our palm up. When you're under there, I'm going to sink down into this arm a little bit. Hold this for 8 seconds. I'm going to do 2 on each side. So 3, 2, 1, and then back again with that same arm for a further 8. A little bit of rotation here, helping stretch out through the back. Should feel it around here, into the lats, into the back. Lovely, and we do the same on the opposite side. So again, sink down a little bit, arm across, hold for 8 seconds. And 1 more rep. Perfect. From there, we're going to stay on our front. We're going to have our left knee down, our right foot up. We're going to bring our hands up, and we're going to lean back into that knee. So you're going to feel a bit of stretch coming through the top of that quad into the thigh, a little bit of work through the lower back as well. So I'm going to hold this for 8. And then from there, we're going to bring our left arm down, right arm up. We want a nice straight line all the way up. Stretch out through the spine, as well as coming into our side, into our lats, a little bit in our obliques. So further 5, 3, 2, 1. Then we're going to swap legs. So right knee down, left foot up. Again, stretch the arms out, just lean back, coming into the stretch. There, we're going to hold for 8. And from there, we're going to bring our right arm down. Again, stretch that left arm up. It's going to be a 10-second hold, this one. But from there, we get a little bit of stretch going through the glutes. So we're going to go for some donkey kicks. So on all fours, we're going to extend the left leg back, slowly return it back. 8 reps with the left back, slow. So work explosive movement back, slow in. Let's really get into our glute, a bit of hamstring as well. Lovely. So we're going to go for 4 more here, and then we'll do the same on the opposite leg. Lovely. Swap to the other leg. Final 4 now. Try and keep that nice flat back throughout. Nice. From there, when you go into a bird dog stretch, so we've done this before in one of the earlier workouts. Right arm, left leg, hold. 1, 2, 3, and down. We do 5 of these and swap sides. Nice. Just 2 more to go here. And then we'll swap to the opposite arm, opposite leg. Again, trying to get that nice flat back, so engage that core just a little bit. And it will be 3 more on this side. Perfect. We now get a little bit of stretch coming through the hamstrings into the calf. So we go some downward dog holds. So we're going to start on all fours. Extend down, dip the head down, try and push the heels back as far as you can. Hold for 5 seconds. And then we're going to drop to the knees. And we're going to go for 4 more of these. Nice. Good. Further 3 here. From there, we get forward into a lunge. Stretch out more of the legs. So knee forward. We're going to push forward there. If you can go up to that toe. Keep on the knee if you feel. We're going to hold this for 8 seconds. And then we're going to drop back to our knee and get into the calf. Bring that toe towards us. We're going to hold this for a further 8. 3, 2, 1. Swap to the other side. So again, that lunge forward. Push the weight forward. Aim for a nice 90-degree angle coming through that first knee. And then bring them back, curl the toe up towards us, get into that calf a little bit. We're going to hold for a further 8. From there, we're going to get to our feet. We're just going to go for 5 walkouts. Wide stance, we're going to hinge down, walk out into a press hold, and then walk it back in. I'm going to go for 4 more of those. Final 2. Perfect. We're going to stay on our feet. We're going to go down towards our toes. We're going to hold for 3 seconds and then extend up onto our tiptoes for a hold for 3. We're going to do 4 more of those, down to the toes again. Then open it up. Really squeeze through the core, find that balance. Go for a further 3. We're going to go for one final one here. Okay, nice work. We're going to find a little bit of stretch through the shoulders and hips. So we're going to go for some windmills, nice and slow, cross, cross. Nice. From there, we stretch a bit of the glute and into the shoulders. We're going to interlock the fingers. We're going to push the bum back. We're going to push the arms forward. We're going to hold this for 10. And we keep the fingers interlocked. We're going to go up in front of the head. And then we're going to go all the way behind, lean back into the stretch. We're going to continue through the upper body. I'm going to pan up so you can see me. Nice. We're going to bring our elbow up. We're going to pull that in, stretch out towards the tricep. We're going to hold that for 10. We're going to do the same through the opposite arm now. Again, pull that in nice and close. We're then going to go for 8 roll forwards with the shoulders. So we're going to roll forwards. Nice and slow. Really relieve a little bit of stress through the shoulders. 4 more, then we'll bring it the other way. Nice, and roll them back. We're then going to go for some big arm circles. We're going to go narrower and narrower until we go tiny. So starting big, getting smaller, smaller each rotation. So then we're going to do tiny circles, really small. It's to really work the fine-tuned muscles in the arms. And then back the other way. Nice big circle, brush the ear to start. And then get smaller and smaller. So getting smaller into our tiny circles. We're going to bring our arm across our body. We want to bring, rather than having it towards the elbow, we want to take any undue stress away from the elbow. We're going to bring it towards the wrist and pull that across the body. I'm going to hold that for 10. And we're going to do the same on the opposite arm there. Again, bring that in nice and close. We're going to give our wrists a little roll round. We've done a lot of press exercises, press ups, press holds, tricep dips. So we want to relieve a little bit of stress through the wrists. So get some circles going through those. And then back the other way. And then we're going to bring it back to the mat. So we continue through the lower body. We're going to bring our right knee into our chest nice and close. Want to stretch a bit of the glute, bit of hamstring, get into the quad a little bit as well, and give our ankle a little bit of a roll round. From this position here, that leg's going to go all the way across our body. I'm going to pull it in. We want to aim to keep both shoulders on the mat, so no cheating pulling up there. Keep that shoulder nice and back. And we're going to stretch going through the hip, across the body, which is going to hold for 10 seconds. We're then going to repeat this on our right side. Again, bring it nice and close. Give that ankle a little bit of a roll round. That leg is then going to go across our body again, ensuring both shoulders are back, head is back. And that leg is across our body as much as we can. We're going to then get into a bit of work through the hamstrings. So we're going to open our legs up. We're going to go left, middle, right, really leaning in forward as much as we can. Left, middle, right. We go for 15 more seconds here. Really feel that stretch. Should be coming through the hamstrings and the calf, a little bit of core. We'll go final 8. We're then going to bring our legs together. We're going to reach forward as far as we can. We're going to hold that for 3 seconds. And then we're going to come back. We'll do 4 more of these. Final 2. We're then going to bring our right leg across our body. Your left hand's going to come on, and we're going to turn to our right, ensuring we're sat up nice and straight through. Make sure there's no stress coming through the back. We're going to get a little bit of work through the hip, a little bit of twist coming through into the back as well. We're going to hold that for 10. And then we're going to repeat this on the opposite side. We are then going to get to our feet to finish off with a little bit more mobility through the hips. So we're going to have open the gate, close the gate. We're going to do 3 on our right and then 3 on the left after. So repeating on the left. A little bit through the hip, a little bit through the groin as well. And then we'll finish off just with some kicks into the hand. So right leg up into the hand, down. 10 more hurricane for on goal. 3 more. Lovely. 6 more on the left to finish. And we are done. Perfect. Good little stretch session there. Hopefully stay nice and loose after a good week of workouts. So tomorrow is going to be our rest day, our time to set our goals for the week. And yeah, hope we all have a lovely weekend, rest up, and yeah, we go again on Monday. See you soon.